We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go. Touchdown. Right, 54. Double that free. Double that free. Play it 19. Double tweet. Switch, switch, switch. Kill, kill, kill. Ball fraud. Kill. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. throw is Jackson, and he fires one incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey.
Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, box truck. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Cousins on 1st down. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Undercrush. Bring up 48. Yellow. Hey, exit. Line 36.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. 48 Mike. Here we go.
To throw, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Listen. Yellow. Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown.
They can't stop you, son.
Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead grows to 10-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's going to be caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards. Now it's Jackson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Again, Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the sack means it's third and goal now from the 10.
Let's put that team on the bus. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Jackson.
Let's go.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's second down.
Listen to me. Hey, Zoo. Line 36. Line 36. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Throwing, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On third down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. First and 10, it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Vikings 39-yard line. Check 55 for Mike. Check 55 for Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh.
To throw again on second down. Jackson steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress.
And the pressure gets to him again. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up second and 12 at the 18-yard line. 36. Line 36. I'm going.
On second and 12, Cousins. And it's incomplete.
Cousins pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Delta. Mike 48. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A good pickup there, a 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson, flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Get wide.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and long.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
48 first. 48's Mike. It's a party now. Check 48's the Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, over. 48's the Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Run! He's coming, double. Yo.
Cousins to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That's it, buddy. You got fun.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Switch out. Check.
On third down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
55, Mike, 55.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 54, Mike. Check. Walk 54. Check Mike. Mike 5-4. Mike 6.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Right there.
Jackson now on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
We're playing to win. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him. Down.
He was brought down by Patrick Onwuasor. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Cousins now. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Mike, 48. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Tie it right, tie it right. Hey, 48. 48 months, 48 months. Hey, D-line, let's get in there, let's get in there.
Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hey, we go 48. 57. 2. 57's mine. I got you, punk. Mike's 57. 57's mine. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. What are you talking?
Cousins now to throw on first down. Going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Jackson now. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On first down, Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And all the way down to the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. A little juke, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Hey, receiver. Hey, wahoo! Mike, 48.
To throw, Cousins. Being chased out left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Lucky 48. Hey, flipper.
They run it again with Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Jackson on first down. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. A field goal could get him the lead.
Watch the whip. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Come on.
Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Oh, nice move. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Shoot. Shoot. Wide. Five. 57, Mike 57.
To throw is Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
High 7. 36 to Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Mike 36. Mike 36.
Now Cousins on fourth down. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ingram. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Good job.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Listen to me. 48, Mike.
Here's Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a desperation throw, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One last shot now for Cousins. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy here for them to have a chance. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.